Hello, greetings, salutations. Here we are again. TGIF. Got that text this morning from JT, and I thought, yep, absolutely. Oh, hey, Destinations Delight is here. Reason I'm pointing that out is because if you've been following along, it's like a megathon.
Wow. Way to steal my thunder.
Oh, were you going to say that?
That's what, yes.
I thought of that. Did you say it and it's subliminally stuck in my head?
Oh, no, I said megasode.
Megasode. Yeah, you said megasode.
Okay.
I said megathon.
Okay.
Anyway, we are going to have a special guest on Meg tonight once we start our podcast. And so we're going to do it's going to be a regular podcast episode. We're going to be talking to Meg about her upcoming cruise. Did we turn up my microphone?
I turned it up a little bit.
Sorry about that. And JT already found Steve. And we're going to feature her because it is her birthday. Yeah, it's her birthday. So let's see who we've got here before we actually kick off the old podcast. We got Larry from Plump Travelers. It's me. Look at that. Front row seats. Do they come with free drinks? Whatever you've got in your refrigerator is yours to drink for free. Look at me drinking a Pepsi.
I feel like you're talking extra loud tonight.
That's just my normal voice.
I don't know. My ears are feeling sensitive or something.
No, I think it's your ears because this is my normal Matt voice.
Okay.
There's JT. Good evening, sir. And we got my mom, Mama Sandy, right behind you there, Larry. Somebody named Fintastic Cruising. Oh, yeah, that's us, isn't it?
That is us.
Hey, we changed it. Did we do that? We did that before last week, right?
I think we did that before last week.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Change the YouTube channel to Fintastic Cruising so it's not so confusing because it was Fintastic Studios and the podcast is anyway. It's fixed. And we got people saying hello. We got Stacy in the house. Hey, Stacy, glad to see you here today.
I know what I'm gonna do because I thought this last time.
Like I said, hello to Destinations Delight.
There we go. I felt real short last time. Let's see. Look up. Look straight. Okay.
Hello, Ashley. Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, it looks like JT's already found Steve. Wow, that was quick. Let's see. Lots of people saying hello to other people, which is cool. Hey, there we go. We got Kevin Counts in the house. Bun Beanie, everybody. We just flew in from an early dinner at Don Jose's, and boy, are our arms tired.
It doesn't say that.
So good. That sounds good. We got the Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes, in the house. Hey, Kenny, how is it going, my friend? Thank you for coming on over. Lots of hellos. Hello. Hey, there's Meg's Fun Time. Does Meg know? Oh, Meg is in the green room now. I see her.
She is.
I see her there. Meg. We got Meg in the green room. Well, how much time do we have before we start? That's 7 minutes. You want to bring Meg up early? There's Gina.
If she's ready, she's I think she's got her camera turned off. So whenever she's ready, she can just let us know.
Turn your camera on when you're ready. No rush, and then we'll bring you up, but then we'll throw you back in the green room for the normal roll.
The way it works.
Yeah. Let's see who else we got going on here. I think we got everybody covered there. Gina's saying happy birthday, Meg. Happy birthday, Meg.
Oh, there she is. Is she ready? Okay, she's ready.
She's giving a thumbs up. Are you gonna throw her in here?
I'm gonna throw her in lightly though, so it doesn't hurt too bad.
Is my head green? I just shaved my head and it's reflecting green light from the D20. Hello, Meg.
Hello. Thank you, Kimbra, for doing that very gently.
Yes, I try hard to be gentle.
Thank you.
It's a play on words.
Yeah.
Meg.
Hello.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
In the words of Frosty the Snowman, happy birthday. I don't know where that came from. I mean,
it came from Frosty.
Well, that's true. In July, no less. How's your day going, Meg?
It's going good. I've pretty much been sitting here. So
we should use the volume on my computer because it's better.
Can we do that?
I think so. Why not?
Okay, turn your.
We're going to try it.
You gotta unmute.
Oh, wait, what?
You're muted. When you started turning up, it said it was muted.
Oh, maybe we can't do that. We'd have to plug the microphone into my computer instead of your computer.
No. You can use the volume. Just when you hit it. Oh, there you go. Oh, but we can hear us.
Oh yeah, that's not going to work. It is much better. Next time we'll have to hook it up. Anyway, don't mind our technical issues. We're getting them all figured out.
We might be able to. Nope.
The Snope?
We just have to hook everything up to yours.
It's too late to be worrying about that
Okay.
at this point. Cruise Talk said Echo. I had a Toyota Echo one time.
Good for you.
Meg, look, if people don't know out there, you've been on several lives tonight, and after us, you're going to be on several more immediately after us. The Down Under Cruises. That was a weird version of that accent, and then more from there. So help Meg celebrate her 22nd birthday. Everybody says 21st. I got to be different, and hang out with her tonight, because it's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of people jumping on and stuff. We're going to do a little different because we are doing the actual podcast recording for this, but it's been a lot of fun seeing everybody chitting and chatting.
Yeah. Meg, I want you to know that I'm drinking water, your favorite drink.
It's Meg's favorite drink. We learned that tonight.
My water as well. I also have a Guinness, as I saw that somebody asked.
Oh, I like Guinness, but because I am on Weight Watchers, I'm drinking water.
I feel so much better that you just raised the Guinness, because this Miller Lite stuff, I mean, somebody who said something like you liking beer and it was Miller Lite, and I was like, I thought they said beer. So I'm glad that you do like good beer as well.
Yes, I prefer a darker beer.
Darker beer. Yeah, we do too. I mean, she doesn't like a lot, but she does like stouts and a couple porters. And I like a lot of different beers, but definitely stouts are my favorite, and porters, sometimes those kind of crisscross and stuff. Do you like coffee, Meg?
I do.
Do you like hazelnut?
I do.
So if we have time when you are in town for the group cruise, there is a brewery in St. Pete, which is across the bay, called Cycle Brewery, and they make a coffee porter, which is to die for. And if you go to the actual brewery, they have a hazelnut version of it on tap. And that
sounds right up my alley.
It's delightful. It is quite delightful. Hey, we got some more people in here to say hi to while we are waiting to kick off the actual podcast. We got Will in here. Hey, Will.
There's more.
Is there more?
I think there's like lots more. Hold on.
I'm going to let you control that.
Whoa. I don't know if that's a good idea. Who's the last one that you said?
I said Will.
Before that.
Oh.
I know you literally just said Will. Who did you say before that? Did you get Griswold Family Vacay?
I don't think I did. Oh, hey, and there is some guy named Paul in here stalking you, Meg. Is that all right?
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. All right, good. We'll let him stay.
James is here.
Hey, James. Good to have you here, buddy.
I can't wait to meet James in person. I just want to throw that out there.
I know. Let's see.
Did you get Kenny?
Yep, I said hi to Kenny.
Oh, well.
Way back, a long time ago.
Okay, well, sorry.
Oh, wow. Really? Of course you click on that. There's Sean sucking up.
Let's see. Hello, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy. Guinness is kind of light for a stout. I don't disagree with that, but I'm quite fond of Guinness. We named the snake after that beverage. So
yeah, I don't agree, Larry.
Dishwater? What kind? We need to go to Canada and become dishwashers if that's the case. Just give me a straw, and I'll be good.
And we have Michael Ann.
Hello, Michael Ann. My favorite are chocolate stouts. Have you had chocolate stouts?
Absolutely. My favorite is actually a stout that was made by Terrapin. It was a tiramisu.
Ooh.
Tiramisu stout.
Terrapin makes some good stuff. So I don't think I've had that one. I'll have to keep an eye out for it.
And then Aunt D, sorry, everyone, this is my aunt. Aunt D says it's not 8:30 yet. Aunt D, we jump on earlier to talk to all the people, and then we start at 8:30.
We socialize.
We socialize before 8:30, and then we become official at 8:30. But I'm glad you're here, and I'm excited to see you in March.
One last comment here.
Okay.
Says, Matt, do not worry about Larry. He is a Canuck. Is that how you spell Canuck, right? And they don't know what good beer is. I don't know. Canada's got some decent beer, I think. You know?
We also have Mallory.
Hey, Mallory.
And possibly Andrew.
Probably Andrew. I would say that's probably.
And if not Andrew, then...
Hey, if you are new here, this is a podcast that we record. We do it live, but we then release it as an audio form. So if you're not used to being here and you're like, this is weird, they don't interact with the chat, that's because we do a little bit sometimes, but when it comes out as an audio format, sometimes that doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. So that is why, if it seems like we're ignoring you, we're not. We're just focused on doing that audio version. And then after we roll the end credits, we will come back for a few minutes and hang out like a normal, more like normal live stream. If you are just joining us, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing if you like what you see.
Sorry, I have to look this up really quick. Oh, that's it?
Guinness is, so she's looking on the Weight Watchers app. We've been doing Weight Watchers.
Stacy asked how many points is a Guinness. Only 4 points.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So that's cool. Well, maybe. Hold on. There's a lot of options. That's for
a quarter pint.
That's for a bottle.
That's 12 ounces.
This one's a can pasteurized. What's that mean? Is that different?
It's probably a pint. If it's in the can, usually Guinness in a can is.
Well, that one's 7 points
with the widget.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, there you go. But are you ready to start this?
I'm ready to start this. Are you ready to start this, Meg?
I am ready to start it.
All right. We're going to pull you out and then we'll pull you back in.
That sounded weird.
Yeah.
Come with me. We're going on a fantastic cruise. Pick your destination with news, tips, and reviews. But here is an item you might not have thought of. All of the things under the water. Nature surrounds us with elegant features. You can't go on a cruise and not see the creatures. So let's make some magic. Let's get ecstatic. Instantly classic. Maybe romantic. The wildlife around you. Cinematic on your fantastic cruise.
Bon Beanie, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Fintastic Cruising. I am Matt.
And I'm Kimbra.
Hey, and we have a fun episode tonight because we have special guests. The one, the only, the magnificent Meg, who, if you watch any YouTube lives connected to the cruising community, travel community, there's a good chance you see Meg in there in the chat, often as a moderator, doing a darn tootin' job. And it is her birthday today when we're recording this. And so we wanted to bring her on and celebrate her birthday. And also she is getting ready to go on a cruise out of Nolens. And we're going to talk to her all about that and find out where she's going, what she's going to do, and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't already know, we have a group cruise planned for March of 2023. And here's the thing. If we're not enough to go on the cruise, which we probably aren't, Meg is going to be on that cruise. And that is enough. So you can sail with Meg on the Fintastic Cruising group cruise.
It's going to be a magnificent cruise.
It is going to be magnificent. That's right. So it's going to be, yes, it's going to be awesome.
Amazing.
Wow, you're on it.
I'm telling you, this is like the megasode.
So, all right. Anything else that you have to get out there before we We bring Meg on.
Well, I do want to just quickly say that if you do want to go on the group cruise, you can send me an email at fantastictravel@gmail.com. It's going out of Tampa on the Carnival Pride, March 12th, 2023.
You can also try smoke signals, but you probably won't get through.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Well, that was quick. It's like Meg was there, then she's going, "Hey, Meg."
Hello, how are you guys?
I am good. Are you good?
I am. Yeah, I was trying to think of another Meg thing, but I used them all.
Mega fail. That's what that was.
Wow.
Meg, happy birthday. I know we've said that to you already earlier this evening, but I'm just going to say it again. Celebrating your birthday. What an awesome thing. And we are getting the gift of your presence this evening. And we're going to talk about your cruise here. So should we just get right into it?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Now, if you don't know, Meg has a YouTube channel called Meg's Fun Time. I just said we're going to get right into the cruise, and then I realized I need to tell people who Meg.
Oh, you didn't
is.
set that to scroll.
I didn't, because I'm not the one that's good with the things and stuff.
I'll fix
Meg's
it.
Fun Time is your YouTube channel, Meg, and you have lots of cool videos. You've been very consistent at putting videos out, which makes me very envious. And several different topics. I watched your pretzel pork chop video today. That one came out today, didn't it?
It did.
It looked delicious. Lots of recipes. You know what I like about your cooking videos is that when you do cooking videos, you're not using anything crazy fancy that, like, I watch other cooking videos and I'm like, I don't have that thing. But you don't. You use the same kind of stuff that normal people have, and that makes me feel like I could actually make the stuff you're making, and it looks good. And also you like Brussels sprouts, I think, because you often have Brussels sprouts, and I am a recent fan of Brussels sprouts, but we're still kind of converting Kimbra over here.
I mean, I've eaten them twice.
You also do other videos. I know you have some walking videos in Atlanta, Georgia, and that vicinity. My favorite videos you've done, is probably no surprise to you, are your videos from the Puppet Museum in Atlanta, where they have the Jim Henson collection. And wow, that is, I'm a huge Jim Henson fan, and that is just really, really cool. So check out Meg's channel. Meg's usually the moderator putting stuff in there for us. And so I don't know if do we have any moderators in there, or Meg?
You have plenty of moderators.
We do have do we have them in there? Because I don't see any wrenches on. Well, you
can't see it on there.
Okay, if we have any moderators, if you could link to Meg's channel, that'd be awesome. Oh, there we go. Also, Kenny is putting in here, since it is your birthday and you're going on a cruise, a little PayPal link in case somebody wants to give you and Paul a little gift, so you can have a little birthday celebration on your cruise. So that is also available for you guys out there. Now, for real, we're going to talk about this cruise.
All right, let's talk about it.
Cool.
I was giving you an opportunity to talk because I don't do that apparently.
Got it.
All right.
First 3 questions. 3, right? Yeah. When are you going? Where are you going from? And what are you going on?
Okay. I'm going next Saturday, so July 30th, out of New Orleans on the Carnival Valor.
And how long is it?
It is 5 days.
That's all the questions I've got. I'm done.
That's
It's
it.
over. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, thank you guys for
I knew
watching.
all the answers.
And the great thing is you got all those questions correct. So you win a lifetime supply of
M&Ms.
Thank you.
No, so first of all, I have to ask you, I know you've been on cruises before. How many cruises have you been on?
I've been on 5 cruises.
5 cruises, 5 nights. I'm thinking there's a pattern emerging here. This is your 6th cruise then. I'm not that funny, Meg. You shouldn't give me that encouragement.
He's really not.
Thank you.
Have they all been Carnival?
Oh, good question.
They have all been Carnival.
have any of them been out of New Orleans? I feel like this is 20 questions. Is it bigger than a bread box? No. Have they all been out of have any been out of New Orleans?
None of them have been out of New Orleans.
Have you been to New Orleans before?
I have not.
Oh, so that's exciting. When you've gone on these other cruises, were they out of Florida or where were they from?
All of the rest of my cruises were out of Florida.
Okay. I feel like you've been out of Jacksonville. Is that accurate? On that,
I've been on a Jacksonville on the Elation and the Fascination.
Okay. So all right. So let's get back to this cruise. So first of all, you're going to New Orleans. Are you staying there many days before or after the cruise, or are you just going there, sleeping, getting up, and getting on a ship?
I'm basically going there, sleeping, and getting on the ship, and then I'm spending an extra day afterwards in New Orleans.
Okay. I've only been to New Orleans once, and it was a brief thing. I was there for a work thing related to planetarium stuff. I used to program our planetarium at a science center, and I didn't get to spend a lot of time there. We walked on Bourbon Street, and we ate the little benet things at the benet place, and I did have muffaladas, which were amazing, and ate at some restaurant in that French Quarter area, which was delicious. What are you going to do while you are in New Orleans that extra day?
We have talked about going to Bourbon Street. Apparently I need to experience that. Not sure if it's really my jam. We'll figure that out when we get there. And I would like to get a muffaletta. That is on my list.
Have you had a muffaletta before?
Yes, but not from New Orleans.
Not like a real one. Yeah.
Not like a real one. So
yeah.
I'd love to have that. Maybe a po' boy.
Oh.
And there's some cool places to see. So
very cool.
Do some walking around and just see
It's a cool city. You know, a good friend of mine said this about New Orleans and also about Key West. He said that what he really loves about New Orleans is that unlike a lot of places in the United States, you could drop him in New Orleans without him knowing where he was going, and he would immediately know where he was. You know, a lot of other cities, you wouldn't necessarily be able to identify them. They're not as unique, but New Orleans is just different, and it's got a lot of character that I found that to be accurate when I was there, and I thought that was a really cool feature. I want to do a vampire tour there, like a ghost tour, but a vampire tour.
Okay.
Because that's where all the Are you an Anne Rice? Are you a fan of Anne Rice books?
No, but my stepmom was.
Your stepmom was? Okay. Yeah. So that's where all those take place and stuff. But anyway, cool. So your cruise, where is it going?
It is going to Costa Maya and Cozumel.
Costa Maya and Cozumel. So 2 Mexico stops in that order?
Yes.
Okay. And you are cruising with your friend Paul?
Yes.
All right. So that's going to be fun and exciting. Do you know what you're doing in Costa Maya?
I believe in Costa Maya we are going to a restaurant that has really good Pico de Gallo and having a couple of beers.
Cool. Okay. Have you been to Costa Maya before?
I have not.
Okay. Costa Maya, I will tell you my experience there. The port area itself is kind of cool. It's not huge, but it's a good size. And there's a lot of, the normal shops you'd expect to see in a Mexican port, which means that they've got some kind of neat flavors of Mexico there, literally and figuratively. There's a really cool tequila tour you can do if you're inclined, that I did one time when my excursion got canceled, and I really enjoyed that. They have some animals there, like they have flamingos and some birds. They have a very small dolphin encounter thing, which I'm not a big fan of that, but I do like that port a lot. And then you can get on these sort of trams that will take you to what they call downtown, which is that one Maho Beach? Something like that. And there's a bunch of places along there that you can go. So I'm wondering if that restaurant is in that vicinity.
The port also has fish pedicures,
Yes, it does. We did those there.
which I highly recommend.
My feet are too ticklish for that. No, I believe this one is in port. So in the port itself.
Oh, the restaurant's in the port itself?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
believe.
cool. Okay. There is a swimming pool there as well. I'm just remembering this as I'm talking. Yeah, it is. I would say there's something about that port that I do really like.
I like the port. It's laid out. It's laid out nicely too.
You know, it feels a little bit like something you would expect to see in like a theme park, you know, in a sense, more so than other ports that feel to me more like a shopping mall.
That's what I was gonna say. Kind of like Cozumel is more like shopping,
Like an outdoor shopping mall.
yeah,
kind of thing.
and Costa Maya is more like a fun shopping.
I mean, I love Cozumel
I
sports
know.
too, but yeah, it just has a different. It has some character to it. It is a fairly new cruise port, and so I think that because it was built more recently, they've just had more time to be creative and come up with things that work and stuff. So cool. So you're gonna eat some. Did you say Pico de Gallo? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you're a fan of the Pico de Gallo. Do you like spicy food?
I do not like spicy food. I am a fan of Pico de Gallo.
I mean, pico can be spicy, but it's often not spicy, right? So,
Yeah.
okay. All right, cool. You don't like pico, do you?
Tomatoes.
Tomato. Yeah, she didn't like tomatoes. I love pico. I'm a big fan.
You can have my
Fresh.
pico.
Fresh pico. I know. That's why we get along so well, because I get your pico.
I'll take your guac.
I like guac too. You're going to have to find something
I'll
else.
take your sour cream.
You can have my sour cream. I don't dislike sour cream, but I don't really care about it that much. So yeah, you can have all my sour cream, and we'll.
That
each
name
keep
just
our own
doesn't sound
guac.
nearly as fun as like guac and pico.
Guacamole. Cool. Do you have any questions for her about Costa Maya?
Say hi to the flamingos for me.
I certainly will.
So say hi to the flamingos. Okay. So back to the cruise itself. I don't know if you have the itinerary memorized, but do you have like a sea day and then Costa Maya?
I believe it's a sea day, then Costa Maya.
Probably.
Okay, so it's a 5-night.
It's my guess.
So it's probably sea day, port, sea day back.
That would be my guess.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
think that's what it is.
Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit more about the Carnival ship. Have you been on the Valor before?
I have not been on the Valor.
Okay. What things do you like to do on Carnival cruise ships, or any cruise ship for that matter? But specifically, we can talk Carnival stuff.
Well, I enjoy doing trivia. I enjoy the crafts when they have them. I also like doing and tacos. They always have tacos as well.
Got to have tacos. The Valor does have the 2.0 upgrade, I believe. So it's got Guy's Burgers, and I think all the Carnival ships now have Guy's Burgers and Blue Iguana.
Yeah, they've
on
all gone through the upgrade.
Yeah. So yeah, you can definitely enjoy that. Okay, so let's talk tacos a little bit, because I know that's your favorite food, as I got wrong in an earlier trivia and then kicked myself because I should have known that. You're going to the Blue Iguana, and you're going to order a taco. For those of you that don't know, Blue Iguana has really good breakfast burritos and arepas for breakfast, and then for lunch it has tacos and burritos. And that's kind of it's not really a dinner place. So what's your go-to for lunchtime?
Probably.
Don't just say tacos.
Sometimes I'll go with the taco salad,
Oh, they have taco salad. That's right. I forgot about that.
or I'll probably do like I believe it was a pork taco,
Pork taco.
maybe
That
chicken
was my next
outside.
question, because you can get steak, pork, or chicken, I think, at Blue Iguana, if my memory
I don't
fish.
think they have steak.
They don't have steak?
I think it's
They
just
have
chicken
fish.
and pork.
Chicken and pork. Okay. So you're going pork or
and,
chicken?
and some sort of seafood.
Oh, probably, yeah. Or seafood. Which one? You go pork?
I do 1 pork, 1 chicken.
I gotta keep it diversified. I'm a bigger fan of pork typically than chicken, but I will eat chicken in that format specifically. What about you, Kimbra?
I usually do 1 pork, 1 chicken.
1 pork, 1 chicken.
Now let's talk toppings.
Okay. All right. Yes. What are
Um,
you putting on them tacos
I bet she's gonna say pico.
or taco salad?
Pico.
Oh, I won.
It's been a while. I haven't cruised since 2019. So onion. I believe they had lettuce.
They do. Yeah.
I can't
Lettuce,
remember.
they have cheese.
Cheese and sour cream.
Okay. All right. It's a good mix. You're gonna leave you just do what? Chicken and Kimbra, you just do chicken and cheese
I do cheese and sour cream.
and sour cream. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will do all that stuff, and then I usually leave the sour cream on.
I like my dairy.
But I might put, it depends on the mood, and then I will go over to that hot sauce bar and I will load it up with the hottest hot sauce I can find and some jalapenos. It's good stuff.
You know what's funny? For dinner, we were naming places to eat, and you named we named a couple different taco places because we can only eat at a couple right now. And I was like, no, I don't want tacos right now. I really want
Now you
tacos.
want
Like
All this
real bad.
Tacoing about it makes you want tacos, and now you're shellless. I'm sorry. I apologize to the world. All right, so you're going to have your tacos for lunch. Do you like Guy's Burger? Are you a burger person at all, or are you just sticking with the tacos and stuff?
I love burgers, but I do not like Guy's burgers.
That's right. You don't like Guy's Burgers. That's weird to me, but I'll respect your opinion. So you're usually going for the tacos. Do you ever go for the burritos?
If I'm really hungry.
Because there's a lot more there.
It's a lot of food for me.
It is a lot. And those burritos are, they're huge. Like that's usually the problem with the breakfast burrito for me. I get the breakfast burrito and they're like a gigantic burrito, and then I eat half of it and I'm like, oh, it's too much. It's too much. So
I'm like real hungry now.
Sorry, Kendra.
all right. So you said you like trivia. Are there any specific themed trivias that you are more in favor of, or just any trivia, you'll take it?
I'm definitely more in favor of Harry Potter, like any nerdy movie.
Okay.
I will not be going to sports trivia because there is not a point to that. I do not find it fun. Anything geography, history, I like that kind of trivia as well. So.
Cool. What about Paul? Is Paul a trivia guy?
I don't think he's so much a trivia guy, but he does like some trivia.
But see, he may have that answer that you can't think of or that you don't know. Like, you'll be more powerful together. Have you ever won a ship on a stick?
I've not. Well, I have, but not like on a Carnival ship. I have won one in an auction.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean that. Hey, I will take a ship on a stick however I can get it, and do not judge me. Like even if it means like sending a message to John Heald and saying, "Hey, I'm going to be on the ship. Can you give me a ship on a stick?" I'm not above that at all.
I mean, technically, the Mardi Gras ship on a stick that we have was not really.
It's true. No, it's true.
Won by me.
Yeah. It was run by Adam.
Yeah, because I completely failed at Harry Potter trivia,
Yeah.
which stupid.
But we contributed to the Star Trek trivia.
That's true.
It was Star Trek trivia. So, and we should have done better, but it had been a while since I'd watched Deep Space Nine.
I can do it now.
Again. I know, right? Okay. So I have to say one complaint I have about the Blue Iguana theme that I realized on the Paradij, and it really annoys me. And that is the fact that they have a whole story about the blue iguana and how it's just this iguana that's blue. It's like a green iguana that happens to be blue. And the reason that frustrates me is because there are literally iguanas called and colored blue in Cayman Islands. And I had always thought they were named after those, which I thought was really cool because I love the actual blue iguanas. And then I found out that no, like, why wouldn't you go there? You know, I don't know. Anyway, I can get past that though. I can get past that. So
Can you?
I mean, eventually, at some point, I will get past that. All right. So, so then your next port is Cozumel, and I am a big fan of Cozumel. What do you have planned for Cozumel?
You're doing a VIP beach house thing, so seems very interesting.
Did you say VIP beach house?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's that all about? Did you see what are the details on that one? I'm not familiar.
So it is an adult-only excursion with a limited number of people, where they take you to a private beach house, like a pool and food and drinks, and out at the ocean.
Okay, that sounds pretty
Cool.
good. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Like
It's
a
very
full,
relaxing. Yeah.
yeah, and you've got the comforts of the house there and stuff. Good food in Mexico. Great tacos in Mexico. Really good tacos in Mexico. Like the proper tacos are in Mexico. Although I like the Americanized tacos too.
I like
I will admit.
tacos.
Yes, any tacos are good. You still hungry?
I'm starving. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I forgot? Meg, for your birthday, because we are dieting right now and we're doing Weight Watchers, so we have points. But I made sure I had enough points for a bourbon, little Buffalo Trace in there. That's for you too, JT, out there watching. I have not been able to drink anything on this diet because this bourbon is 4 points and I have 28 for the entire day.
No, don't you have like 26 now? Because you dropping them pounds.
I do have 26. I had 2 extra because I drank my water and stuff. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Happy birthday again. And,
Thank you.
Oh, it's been a minute.
I saved water for you.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. It's my favorite drink.
And free on Carnival cruises as well.
Yes.
The water. Do you usually bring that big water bottle with you on a cruise?
Well, I have actually right here, because I live in a studio apartment. Everything is within reach. I have this very large Yeti style bottle that I bring with me in a sling, because that makes it look more like what it is.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. That is a good cruise tip for those of you who are out there who are not familiar with cruising. Bring a big water bottle like that that's nice and insulated, because you can fill it up and then you have water, like good water to drink, either in your cabin or if you go to the pool or wherever you go and hang out, you've got the water with you.
Yeah, that container that it's in, the strap is really cool.
It keeps me from dropping it. I normally hold it like I'm clumsy. So
Larry said, I need that, Meg. Where did you get it?
Oh,
I got it on Amazon.
Oh, Amazon.
good old Amazon. Yeah.
I bought a 64-ounce bottle from Amazon because the only way that I can get my water in throughout the day is if I fill it up at the beginning of the day and then I drink it, because otherwise I'll fill up a small cup and then I won't stand back up to get water again. So
I can understand that.
yeah.
Have you been to Cozumel before?
Yes, I have been to Cozumel 3 times, I believe.
3 times. It is. I think that and Nassau are the most visited ports in the Caribbean for cruise ships. And I do enjoy Nassau more than many, but Cozumel is one of my favorite ports. What have you done in the past when you've been there?
We did an excursion that included going to the ruins that are right.
Tulum?
They weren't Tulum.
No?
They were, I don't remember the name. It's just going to skip my head until we're off of here. But it's like halfway, it's like in the middle of the island on the north.
Oh, okay.
That's all I can remember. And then it did an entire tour of the island.
Nice.
So we went around all of Cozumel.
Okay. Very, very cool. All right. All right. So, all right, then you're going to get back on the ship, and then presumably you have a sea day. So when you're not doing trivia and you're not eating tacos, what are you doing on a cruise?
People watching, reading. Do a lot of reading on cruises because it's the perfect time to do it for me. That's really all that I might go to the arcade, play some video games. Maybe I'll go play the coin pusher a little bit.
Donate some money to the casino. All right. Okay, that's cool.
Have a few beers. Stay out of the sun, but be outside preferably.
So are you? That's what I was going to ask. Are you like a quiet side of the ship, listen to the water person, or are you like in the action by the pool kind of person?
Yeah, I'm not really in the action person. I like to observe it from far.
Okay.
But I'm very much the quiet type of cruiser.
That's pretty much usually where we are. Now on a group cruise, that dynamic does change for me a little bit because I'm with a group of people that I know and I like. So it's not just strangers who I'm like, I probably have nothing in common with you. So that changes my energy level a little bit, I found on group cruises, but I still like that downtime, relax, just chill out, listen to the water, draw some pictures.
I've never been on a group cruise.
Well, we're going to be on 2 in the
next
several months, so it's going to be exciting.
I did remember that I also bring my crossword puzzles. So
you bring your what?
Crossword puzzles.
Oh yeah, crossword puzzles. I do that on I have like an app. I do the crossword puzzles quite a bit.
I am not good at crossword puzzles.
That's because you don't do them. If you did them, you'd get good at them.
Because they're the same answers over and over again?
Sometimes they are in my app, yes. It's weird. It's not the same puzzle, but I notice like there'll be a question that comes up, like what kind of snake killed Cleopatra? And then that question will be on like the next 5 puzzles that I do. And it's asked. It's always asked. That's all only snake question they ever give me. But anyway. All right. So cool. Do you have any other cruise questions for her?
While I think about that, I want to point out that we have more people on here than we normally do.
Yeah, that's
so
Meg's
clearly
fault.
People are here to see Meg and not us,
which is awesome.
It's
which is very cool. No, Deanne, not an ass snake, an asp. ASP. I mean, technically snakes don't even have asses, really. So
I am so excited for you to go on this cruise.
I'm definitely ready.
Yes. And it's her aunt Deanne is going to book the cruise. So you're going to get to meet her aunt, and she is a very fun human being. So
yeah,
it'll be good. We have a lot of really fun people going on this cruise. So
we do, like all of them.
It's going to be exciting.
And I'm not just saying that because they're going on this cruise. I actually think they're all really fun people.
That's good. I'm glad you're being honest there with everyone.
My mom is here. Mother, it's Meg's birthday.
Yes. We should sing to Meg. You want to sing to Meg?
Okay. The normal song or a different one?
Do you know a different one?
No.
I mean, there's the No Effects one. I'm not going to sing that because there are mothers in the present. But we can sing the normal one.
All right. You ready?
Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Meg. Happy birthday to you.
Everybody in the chat, I know you're really embarrassed. We really just brought you in to embarrass you. That was our goal, and we have achieved it.
It was beautiful.
I'm sure it was. Of course it was.
We've gotten like 3 more people join since 4. I think they came on to hear us sing.
Is that what you think? I think you're deluded, is what I think.
Let's do it again and see how many more.
No. Let's then we'll see how many people we lose after that. Professor Travels,
look at that number jump.
Professor Travel saying we're going viral with our wonderful birthday song. Woo! Now if we could just get Sean and a budgie smuggler, we'll be top 10 on YouTube. Professor Travel is in the chat here, and he says, I thought I just heard Reno. So Reno is walking around. I don't know if you heard him. Let's see if we can get
What
him
is he
over here.
doing?
He's sniffing an empty aquarium. Reno, come here. Yeah.
Yes, Scott. Kimbra just did snort. And yes, there's multiple people. Apparently,
There's Reno.
there's Reno.
There's Reno. Reno, say happy birthday to Meg. That was really the dog. It wasn't me at all.
Thank you, Reno.
Zoom tight. Zoom tight, pup. All right, I'm gonna try and put you down carefully because you're old.
This is great for the audio version.
There we go.
This is good. Good audio stuff here.
If you're listening to the audio version, that would be the normal thing, because how would you see the audio version? But just come on over to YouTube and watch the replay, and you'll see the fun that we are having.
I do have a cruise question.
Oh, go ahead.
What has been your favorite ship?
Oh, that's a good one.
My favorite ship is the Carnival Miracle.
It's a miracle. I just thought I'd try and see if they're going down now. The miracle.
They are.
The miracle, the legend, and the pride are all the same group, family of ship, class of ship, and that is why we chose the Carnival Pride for our group cruise, because it is a very popular style of ship. I have been on the Legend and been a big fan of it. I toured the Miracle. You sailed the Miracle, Kimbra, and were a big fan of it. Love. It's the Spirit class, is it?
It
Yes,
is
the
indeed.
Spirit class. Yes. It is just such a good layout. It's just it's a great cruise ship. It's not huge. It's not brand spanking new, but it's that perfect, comfortable, worn in, not too big, not too small. It's the Cinderella. No, not Cinderella. It's the Goldilocks ship. It's the Goldilocks ship. It's right.
And it has a good flow. Like you never feel like you're standing in line.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have to like climb stairs to go to the back and then climb back down. Like it's just well thought out. And it has an Alchemy Bar, which is a big plus for me. And you, I think, Kimberly, you like the Alchemy Bar?
I do.
Yeah. It's like,
are we getting the drink package on that cruise?
I don't, probably not, but we'll see. We said we would never get the drink package again, and then we got it for this MSC cruise because the MSC cruise was pretty much free for the most part. And so I blame JT, really, because he's going on there with us, and no, just kidding.
Every time we've gotten the drink package, we're like, we are not doing that again. It's not worth it. And third time.
So, that's the definition of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Or third time's a charm.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see. We shall see.
I like the optimism.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Well, somebody says, Meg, I'd like to hear more about your Cozumel excursion.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The one that she's going to do.
Don't know too much more about it because it's really just going there and having basically a beach day with. There will be a cooking class. I forgot to tell you about that.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
I don't know what we're cooking.
Okay.
And there will probably be like a margarita class. Normally when they do cooking, they also do like a margarita class. I don't drink tequila, so it's not really for me, but
okay.
It's going to be nice, I believe. The reviews say that it is very peaceful.
I think I saw Larry say something about Paradij did that excursion, and they have a video, which you may notice. I'm wearing a.
There you go.
I'm wearing a Paradij shirt here. I don't want to stand up too high because I'm not wearing pants, but I'm wearing a Paradij shirt, and the reason is they're going to be our guests next week. So they're going to be on the podcast next week. If you want to hang out with Paradij, they will be our special guest next week. So spoiler.
Well, I won't be here.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You won't be here, Ben. You can watch the replay of that.
I will listen to the replay as a podcast on the cruise.
There you go.
There
Perfect.
we go.
Perfect.
If it's released by that time.
Yeah. Yes. So I encourage you guys all to come back for that because I think they're going to make an announcement or something, they said.
They said, whatever it is, I'm ready for it.
So special exclusive announcement from Paradij right here on the Fintastic Cruising podcast. As you guys that are fans know, D is a big underwater snorkel person. So, you know, and J is full of puns and hilarious jokes, which some think are not hilarious because they're puns, but I disagree. So we get along with them very, very well.
There is a
Anyway.
reason that I like your humor as well. You guys kind of have a similar humor altogether.
We do, yes. We are all big dorks. I think that is the reality, and it is a badge that I wear with honor. There we go. All right, so we always do a cruise creature, and we were going to ask you what you wanted, but then I thought, no, we're doing the Megalodon for you, Meg, because
Way to give it up before I play the music.
I mean, it's on the thumbnail, so I don't think it's really
Can I
that
still
much of a
can I
giveaway.
still play the music?
Please do play the music. Here goes. The Megalodon. So look, Megalodon, here's why I really wanted to do the Megalodon this week. One, because you're Meg, and whenever I hear the word Meg, I think of Megalodon. And that's a good association for me because I think Megalodon was, emphasis on the word was, a very cool shark. And also this weekend kicks off another year of Shark Week, which I am not really a big fan of. If you've watched this podcast in the past or listened to it in the past, you'll know why. They don't always represent sharks in the way that I think is accurate or positive. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. And I looked at so in the past, we've done like reviews of Shark Week and stuff like that in different episodes, and there has been some good stuff. But I looked at the show list for this year's Shark Week, and it was like, it looked like it was written by like a 10-year-old. It was like Shark versus Kraken, and it was just, everything seemed like stupid to me. So anyway, I like to emphasize the good in sharks, but Megalodon is a cool shark. And what do you know about Megalodon, Kimbra?
Really big.
Really big, really big. How about you, Meg? Any Megalodon facts to kick us
I'm
off?
just going to go with what Kimbra said.
Very large.
Extinct.
Extinct, yes. We're going to talk about that a little bit because that is a controversy that shouldn't really be a controversy.
I've got another one.
Okay.
Big teeth.
Big teeth. In fact, that's literally what Megalodon means, right? Mega don, like dentist, don something. Anyway, yes.
That wasn't planned at all.
Big teeth. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Megalodon. Being a shark means you don't have any bones in your body, and so it's really hard to make fossils. And the only thing that typically fossilizes on sharks are the teeth and occasionally bits of vertebrae, because those are the hardest parts of the shark. And that's pretty much all we have of Megalodon. But because sharks are constantly losing teeth and regenerating them, we have a lot of Megalodon teeth fossils. In fact, I have found Megalodon teeth fossils in Venice, Florida, which is a couple hours south of here. It's very easy to find Megalodon teeth fossils in most places that were warm during the time they were alive. But here's why this is a problem. So I'm going to show you a little picture here. If you're just listening, I'm going to try and describe it to you. And this is a picture that shows you some size references.
Did you draw that?
I did not draw that. I found this. I did change it to feet from meters.
Did you write on it?
I did.
Okay.
I changed the numbers and I wrote the words because it was in meters. And I know that we have an American audience, including myself, who doesn't understand meters, no matter how many times I convert them, which I do a lot. You'd think I get it. I don't. Anyway, that double arrow line is 49 feet. So here's the reason that I have two Megalodons on here. One of them is shown at 65 feet long and the other one at about 50 feet long, or just under 50 feet long. And honestly, the honest answer is we don't know how big Megalodon got because all we have are teeth. Like, you can't just look at a tooth and accurately know how big a prehistoric animal was. You can guess, and there are different methods that science has used to try and extrapolate that size value. And most scientists who usually err on the side of being a little bit more conservative with it will say that Megalodon probably got somewhere around 50 feet. That is the average size I hear people claim they think Megalodon got. However, there are some scientists who think they only got about 35 feet long. So there's that group. And then there are some scientists who think they could have gotten possibly 65 feet long. Now, the biggest shark today is the whale shark, which can get up to 62 feet long, but that would be a very large female. Female sharks do get bigger than male sharks. So that whole baby shark song is wrong for that purpose. But still, that's a big fish. It's a very big fish. And there's a lot of confusion as to what Megalodon looked like. Their teeth are like thick great white teeth. In fact, they used to be categorized in the same genus as the great white shark, but that has been changed now because they've gotten more information that's led them to think that they're part of a different group of sharks, but still probably similar to the great whites. But they branched off from the great whites probably in the Cretaceous. And these sharks are not really that old. So you can see on this, there is a shark pup because we call them puppy sharks, not baby sharks. And there's also a great white size there, which is about 20 feet, which would be a very large great white. Most great whites do not get that big. But here is a map of time. And so if you look on this map here, and I don't think my cursor shows up on here, it just does on my computer. But if you look at the part that says Pliocene and Miocene, this is when Megalodon was swimming around. So that kind of reddish pink color, and then the one right below it, right above the orange color there. And we're talking about somewhere around, let me look at my notes so I say the right numbers here. I think it's 3.5 million years ago to about 3.6 to 23 million years ago. And honestly, it seems like most of these guys were around primarily during the Miocene. What are you laughing at?
Scott said, I love great whites. My favorite is Betty White.
Betty White. That's good. I like it. And the reason that there weren't as many in the Pliocene is because things were cooling down. We were heading towards an ice age. And these were warm water sharks. They did not like cold water. At least their fossils have been found in areas that were warm at the time that they were discovered from. So we think that possibly one of the things that could have made them go extinct was temperature change that was getting colder from ice ages on planet Earth. But also, there is a contingency of people out there who believe documentaries should be called mockumentaries, more accurately, that Megalodon is still there, or they might believe certain movies starring Jason Statham that think that Megalodons are still around and they're living in the deepest parts of the ocean and all this stuff. And I'm going to tell you that is hooey. Hooey. Yes, it's hooey. There are no Megalodons around anymore. I am 99.9% certain, and from a scientific perspective, that's as close to 100% as you can get. And the reason is there's no evidence of these sharks being around today. We find fossilized teeth. We don't find actual teeth of these sharks. And these sharks ate big things like big mammals and big reptiles that were in the water. That prey source is gone. They don't have anything to eat. They could not survive in the deepest parts of the ocean. That there's not stuff down there they could survive on. They couldn't just live off giant squids or something like that. They're not around anymore. So, but they were around for a long time. Humans have only been around for about 300,000 years. So we never actually lived at the same time in our current look as the Megalodon. So no humans were ever eaten by Megalodons. But if Megalodons were still around today, our oceans would have to look a lot different because there would have to be a lot of other larger animals around to sustain them. And it would make swimming in the ocean possibly a lot more dangerous. However, my personal thought on that is that great white sharks don't go around eating like small damselfish. And so a big old megalodon shark may not consider humans like a viable prey item. Like we don't have enough. We're not worth the energy of eating. I don't know that megalodons would have bothered us in the same way that like orcas don't bother us. We're just not a food source for a shark that big, probably. But
like you don't eat ants.
I don't eat ants.
Right. That's what
Oh.
I'm saying.
Yes.
Because they're like not worth it.
Right. Now that's not, I don't know that would be the case. That is a guess because like my friends, the alligators, eat very small fish even when they're bigger, but they also eat bigger stuff. So possibly they would eat us. I don't know.
Okay.
But that's the megalodon, the amazing megalodon, a very, very cool shark. One of many prehistoric sharks though that are out there. There's a whole slew of prehistoric sharks. Some of them are weird. There's one with like a saw looking bottom jaw, looks like a saw blade. Very strange. I am not a paleontologist though, so this is not my area of expertise, but
You spent half your day researching.
I didn't spend half my day researching. I did a little bit. I know about the megalodon because I have to, but yeah.
All right.
So there you go. What do you think? Do you have any questions about Megalodon, Meg?
No. I think that you've covered more than I ever thought I needed to know.
That is what I do. That is definitely
Welcome to Life with Matt.
what I do.
And that's why I watch this podcast.
All right. What else we got? Anything else?
No.
No?
You have a nice background.
Thank you.
Meg, I don't know I think you probably are aware we've been doing this thing where we hide our little pop of Steve Irwin. Have you happened to figure out where that little pop of Steve Irwin is? I think somebody saw it. Was it JT? Well, it's not a touchscreen, Matt. Was it JT that said they saw it earlier?
Yeah, I think it was JT.
I see it. I know where it is.
You do know where it is.
Yes.
Okay. We will reveal that in the after show when we run the credits there. And let's do that because I see a lot of fun chat going on in here. So let's wrap up the official podcast, go to the after show and hang out with the people in the chat for a little bit before we head over to the Down Under Cruisers.
Okay.
Cool.
I will run the credits.
For those of you that are not going to listen past the credits, thank you, Meg, for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate you coming on and all of the work you do for all of the YouTube channels. It's really super appreciated, and we really do think it's awesome.
And can I go on your cruise with you? Guess that's a no.
You're a travel agent. You know the answer to that. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, well, on that note, it's time to seize the day. And until next time, wait, I said that wrong. It's time to head for the horizon. And until next time, seize the day.
Have a fantastic week, everybody. Then we're back. We're back. Look, let's just do the pause right now because we know we're going to chat with people. So I'm going to pause for it. Okay, that's good. If you're wondering why we did that, it's because and when I say we, I mean Kimbra really edits the audio version of this, and then she looks for that pause, where to cut it. So the audio part that only goes out is from the credits in the beginning to just after the credits in the end. Normally we do a little bit after the credits, but tonight we don't want to do that because there's so many people in the chat, and thank you all so much for hanging out with us. And I know there have been some questions, and so we're going to try and go back to some of those, but there's a lot. So if we miss something, go ahead and re-ask in the chat so that we can try and can cover it. And so also, Meg, where is the Steve Irwin pump?
It is below or behind. It looks like behind the palm tree light.
This palm tree right there.
Yeah.
There it is. He is standing right there in front of the palm tree. So if you don't know, this is what we do. We hide him in a different spot in Kimbra's beautiful background every week and let you folks try and find him. It's like Where's Waldo, but it's Where's Steve? Where's Steve? Crikey. Where's Steve? All right, Kimbra, do you see any questions here we can tackle?
Well, somebody
Comments?
asked you where you get your hats.
Oh, I did see that. So I have a lot of hats, and I get a lot of them from Amazon if they're these flat caps. I love these. So I've got this in a few different colors. You can see how you can see through it. These are great for cruising, and they're super cheap. They're like maybe $7 on Amazon. You can get several different colors. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but if you look for them and can't find them, just send an email, fantasticcruising@gmail.com, and I'll help you find them. But they're great because I like this style of hat, but a lot of times they're too hot and sweaty. This one is one of my favorites, and I put my pins in it and stuff. I also got this one on Amazon. This one is a Vaboom. So Vaboom, look up Vaboom hats on Amazon. You'll find these. But that's where I get these flat caps. Most of them, I've gotten other ones in like St. Augustine and stuff like that, hat shops. But
how big is a megalodon tooth?
Megalodon teeth, the biggest one ever found was, I want to say, I just saw that number. I want to say it was like 7 inches or something, but roughly about this big. So pretty big. Yeah. And one of the main ways that we figure out the size is we say, okay, this shark was probably similar to a great white. So if we have a great white that has a tooth this big and it's 20 feet long, then let's just convert the math and see how much bigger it gets. The problem is we don't know if Megalodon was more bulky or more streamlined. So that could really dramatically change that.
Stacy must have shown up late, but asked Meg, how many days will you be spending in New Orleans?
I will be spending the night before and the day after I get off the cruise. Well, the day I get off the cruise and the day after. So that's 2 days. We're going to say 2 days.
Cool. You'll have to report back to us on that. And the muffalata, because I've had muffalatas out of New Orleans and they were good. But they were not as good.
And then we have about your Cozumel excursion. Is it a private excursion or through the ship?
It is through the ship. I don't currently have a valid passport, so I prefer to do ship excursions until I'm able to get my passport renewed.
And that's so that if for some reason you missed the ship, you wouldn't have to worry about that with a booking through the cruise line. You're guaranteed to get back to the ship.
Yes.
And then Larry was asking how the Spirit class is different from the Vista class.
You want to answer that one? You want me to answer that one?
You can, because I'm still looking through this.
Okay. So Vista class, Larry, is the same as the Horizon that I believe you are going on in October. Vista is the second newest class of ship, next to the XL, which is like the Mardi Gras and the Celebration, the Jubilee that's coming out after that. And so Vista class is bigger, newer than the Spirit class. It has more of like an outside area on the one deck, but so it's a bigger, newer ship, basically Vista class. However, as far as like older ships go, the Spirit class, I think, really nailed it better than any other class of Carnival ship. I really think they do. And it's not just my opinion. Everybody I know that has been on a Spirit class ship, which is Meg, Kimbra, Dave and Brandy, Paradij, and many more people who have gone on and on about how they really liked that class of Carnival ship quite a bit. Now, I will tell you, having been on the Mardi Gras, it kind of changes the game a little bit. But honestly, I think I like the Spirit class maybe, I don't know, maybe a little more than the Vista class. There are definitely ups and downs for both of those ships that are advantages. So I don't know if it's hard to pick one over the other, but outside of the Spirit class, nothing comes close, in my opinion, to the Vista class. Maybe the one, the Breeze, the class that the Breeze is, comes close. But other than that, like they're not even close. I still like all the Carnival ships I've been on, though. Even the old Fantasy class ships are awesome. Enjoy those. Do you like the Elation?
I love the Elation.
Yeah, I mean those are great ships. There's no ship I've been on that I hated, really. I mean, it's a cruise ship. I mean, you could put me on like a barge and I'd probably be okay, but definitely the Carnival ships, I have enjoyed all of them quite a bit. Perusing through.
Yeah, we had a lot of chat.
Which is awesome.
It is awesome. Amethyst has purple hair now.
Good for you, Amethyst.
Which
It's a good
is-
color. You get the Meg and Kimbra seal of approval.
I have found a shampoo that helps keep it purple. Can't tell you what it's called because I don't remember. But it is color depositing purple shampoo, and you can get it on Amazon.
Cool. Apparently Amy's hair matches the background here, the purple background. That's a good purple color right there.
I think
like
we're
it.
about to the beginning. So
Okay.
I think I got all the
Cool.
questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything else was just like chat and stuff, which is amazing.
Larry says, I enjoyed Panorama, but want to experience them all. Yeah, and Panorama basically is so yeah, you've been on a Vista class. So yeah, Panorama, Horizon are very, very similar, and Vista is pretty close to those as well. But I think that Panorama is closer to Horizon because they both have the barbecue place instead of the Red Frog. So they have that in common. But yeah, good ships, absolutely. And here's the thing I have found with Carnival is that there is a vibe, there is a feeling, there is an experience that I get on Carnival ships that is different than other ships. And some people might go, well, is it like it's the party ship? No, I wouldn't say that, although it is definitely, there is a fun element to it that I think I have found to be missing to some degree in other cruise lines, but there's just something about it. And you could probably say the same thing about all Royal Caribbean ships and stuff like that. But there's something about being on a Carnival ship that you're sailing with Carnival, and that is a very positive thing, in my opinion. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Now you've only been on Carnival ships, but
Yes,
I mean, look, here's the thing. Carnival ships generally have better prices than the other big cruise lines, those being like Royal Caribbean and Norwegian, and certainly from like Virgin and stuff like that. Like maybe MSC might compete price-wise, and we are about to experience MSC in a few weeks ourselves. But and I used to say that Royal Caribbean was my cruise line and Carnival was my second cruise line, but in the last couple years, I have definitely changed my mind on that. And now I would tell you that Carnival 100% is my cruise line. I have enjoyed my Carnival cruise experience from the perspective of the cruise line more than my Royal Caribbean experience. I have very limited Norwegian experience and stuff like that. But I just really like the product that Carnival is putting out. So for whatever that's worth, other people will disagree with that, and that's okay. But that is my opinion. That's my opinion.
Larry wants to know if you'll be vlogging your cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Larry, there will definitely be some footage. I don't know if there'll be vlogs or not, but I need vacation. And, spend some time with the people I'm cruising with.
Absolutely.
But there will be some footage.
We will look forward to that footage. And yeah, because you don't have to. So what I've found is you don't have to video your whole experience. Just pick a couple times, shoot a few, minutes of footage, and then boom, you've got a video. It's easier to edit that way. And it's usually really what people want to see. I have a bad habit of videoing way too much, and then it's like overwhelming, and that's why it doesn't get edited, especially with our underwater footage.
Yeah.
And now we have like 4 underwater cameras going, and we have like 17 hours of an hour excursion of underwater footage, and we're looking for like 5 minutes of it to, it's like very intimidating. So
that seems pretty stressful.
it's I mean, I'm exaggerating a bit, but we do usually have 2 cameras going, and we'll film like sometimes the entire time. So if we're diving for an hour, that's 2 hours of footage, and we're literally going to pick out
5 minutes.
We're going to try.
Yeah.
I mean, our dive videos
10
are
minutes.
usually more than that, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Larry, I work with Cruise Brothers.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Dan's got a question here. It says, do any of you have a cruise line preference? I don't care as long as it's a cruise. Well, I think I must have answered that before he said that, but and obviously, Meg, I'm going to assume yours is Carnival.
It is.
As for now. You should try other lines, even though I just gave you that little commercial for Carnival. You're welcome, Carnival. I encourage everyone to try different cruise lines, because you may find that you are a Royal Caribbean person or a Norwegian person or a Virgin person, but probably not. Sorry, I'm just gonna dig a little bit in Virgin. What? And I already know this answer, Kimbra, but what about you?
Carnival.
Carnival.
Yep.
And you've been on Royal and Carnival and and Holland America and Virgin now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did love the Rotterdam.
Rotterdam is great.
Would really be interested in going on like a regular Holland cruise.
Yes.
Because I loved that cruise.
It was a very nice ship. I've done one normal Holland America cruise. By normal, we were on a travel agent cruise, so it was a different demographic. And it is a different demographic on Holland America, which I think they're trying to change that. But it's okay. Like if you're like us and you don't mind like relaxing and stuff, sailing with older folks is not a bad thing at all. I'm getting there myself, so not complaining about that, but it is different.
There was okay, there we go.
Is that the one?
Yep, that's what I was looking for.
Destinations Delight. Kimbra and Matt, have you ever done any of the dives that the ship offer?
No.
You haven't?
The only dive I've done from a cruise is
Grand Cayman.
Grand Cayman.
Okay, I have. Absolutely. I have dove in Grand Turk. I have dove in Dominican Republic. I have dove in Grand Cayman, all on cruise line excursions. They were all wonderful. I will tell you that when I was in Dominican Republic, which was one of the best reefs I've ever dove on, they didn't sell enough tickets for the excursion. Rather than cancel the excursion, Carnival paid for the empty seats. And so it was literally, I think, 3 or 4 of us that went on that dive, and it was outstanding. However, Grand Cayman has a dive shop called Eden Rock, which is right next to the cruise where the cruise shuttles or the tender boats come in, and it's really cheap. Like we're gonna dive there on our next cruise, and we're booking through them. We're doing 2 guided dives on Eden Rock and Devil's Grotto, which are both shore dives. And I think the total cost for 2 dives is like $95, which is a really good price.
Oh, we're bringing our own gear.
We are, which is saving us a little bit. If we dove on our own, we would just have to rent tanks and weights, which is like what, less than $20.
Well, it's part of. What do you mean? It's less than.
If we weren't doing a guided dive,
Oh yeah, it's
super cheap.
It's not very much.
Super cheap.
We've got. I use a handheld camera for my GoPro. Do you use a face mask based camera? Why? No. We have GoPros and we actually each have one of these. Which usually there's the GoPro connection here, and this is what we use.
Amazon, I think less than $20. So the reason I don't prefer the face mask cameras, because one, I can't control it. I don't know if it's on or off. It makes me nervous. Also, if you're scuba diving, you got bubbles coming up. If you're snorkeling, half the time you're out of the water. It's just not ideal. It's nice as a backup secondary camera, and you might miss a shot, but I'm not a big fan. The nice thing about these, and you can get bigger ones, but this is a nice travel size version. You get that 2 points of stability, and it's really makes a difference in how even your underwater footage is, especially if you're diving or swimming underwater and you might be subject to being sloshed around. The other cool thing is, because this is a nice flat bottom, what I like to do when I'm snorkeling is I will just go down and set this on the bottom, and then I'll just go back up and I'll go away from it a little bit. I'll keep it in eyesight, and then I'll just let it film stuff. A lot of times fish are real curious. They'll come right up to it. And then after however long I want it to be down there, I'll just go down and grab it and bring it back up. It's got like the cold shoe mounts on there, so you can hook different accessories to it. It's got some standard thread mounts as well. This one is made, this is the old one. Movo, M-O-V-O, is the company that makes this. The old version, some of the parts rusted. The new ones don't, or at least not as quickly. And it is saltwater, so your mileage may vary, but highly recommend this. It's a nice, sturdy, solid piece of kit.
Larry, we'll send you a link. He's asking for one.
Oh yeah.
Before we get to the question that I have up, we actually have, what is a face mask based camera? So there are some masks that you can get that have a GoPro connector like right at the top. So that is what that is.
So you literally just screw it to your mask. The nice thing about it is it's hands free, which is nice. It is a good feature, but like I said, it's really easy to get bad views from it because you're at the water level if you're snorkeling, and when you're diving, it's really easy to get bubbles on it. However, I have seen good footage from those. I just always worry it's not on and that I'm not getting the shot I want. And sometimes I turn my camera on and off depending on how long I'm going to be out. So great backup, not ideal as a primary unless you just practice with it a lot. You know what you're getting.
Okay, and then we have, which Caribbean port do you prefer for snorkeling?
For snorkeling?
For snorkeling.
There's a lot that I prefer. What are your preferences?
Oh, Curacao.
Oh man, yeah, Curacao. If you go to, what's the beach called? Mambo Beach.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's great snorkeling there. Grand Turk, right off the ship. Excellent. I mean, it's not as good as being on the reef, but it's a really good free place to snorkel. I love Coco Cay if you're on Royal Caribbean. Half Moon Cay's got some decent spots. I've seen some cool stuff.
I really
there.
enjoyed this snorkel excursion that we did in Bimini.
Oh yeah,
Bimini, to the
Sapona, and then the shark snorkel with the reef sharks was really cool. In Cozumel, if you want to shore snorkel, and the reason I like shore snorkels is because you're not limited to a boat time. I am the kind of person who will be in the water for like 6 hours if I can. Chonkanab is a wonderful place to snorkel. It's got shallow. It's got,
which is Cozumel.
Cozumel, yep. And it's cheap. You can, like, we're going to Chonkanab. We booked through their website, $26 to get into the park.
Yep.
and then we'll pay like maybe 12 there and back for a cab. I think it's 12
Yep.
both ways. And then you can upgrade a little bit to get like lunch and stuff. if you want.
$13 to add.
And their
the
lunch is good.
And
The fresh juice is
delicious.
a whole nother level of juice. Yeah. But those are my top picks off the top of my head. There are a lot of great snorkeling locations though in the Caribbean at the different ports.
Yes, go.
I'm gonna have to get down. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries.
No worries.
You are going to your next spot, right?
Yes.
Which is
I'll
the
see you
Down
guys
Under
there.
Cruisers.
Mhm.
So, Meg, we're going to say goodbye to you and thank you again for joining us. Happy birthday again. I hope you're having a good day. And we really do appreciate you, Meg, quite a bit. And so Down Under Cruisers are going to come on at 10 o'clock Eastern. And so Meg will be over there. So we're going to sign off here before 10 and then go over and check them out.
And thank you for having me on. It was fun to talk about my cruise with you. I know
Anytime.
it wasn't very exciting, but
It was exciting. It was exciting, Meg. We
I'm not
enjoyed
doing
it
any
too.
like reef shark swims or anything.
Well, not everybody's a shark nerd like we are. So,
But I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for having me up.
all right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Cool.
And then
I love Meg. She's so
I
awesome.
also enjoy Meg. James says, can you explain how to put money on a card on a ship for first timers, never done a cruise? Yeah, so really you just connect a credit card to your account, and then the ship card that they give you does all of your spending. We do plan to do some kind of first time cruiser videos. We need to start those probably soon.
We keep saying that.
Yeah, we're going to. And we will definitely cover more in detail the answers to that question. So watch for those.
But they will take care of that at the port if you want. Like you can go up while you're checking in and they'll just bring the credit card you want to use. They'll walk you through it. Very nice people. Always get great service on a cruise and they will help you with that. And you'll be with a bunch of people that will also be able to help you with that as well. What do we got?
Go ahead.
Snorkel diving in Curacao with a poor swimmer. Recommendations. I'd like to dive for 4 or 5 hours, but my partner will only last under an hour. Thanks and sorry for bugging you. First of all, Curtis, you're not bugging us. We love talking to everybody, and especially if it's about snorkeling or diving, we will talk for days about it. So Mambo Beach is perfect for you because the way Mambo Beach works, you can take a cab there. And the way it works is it's like a lagoon that is not, there's no waves. It gets a little deep, but then it gets real shallow by the wall of the outer wall of the lagoon. And there's a ton of fish and wildlife there. If you go over to the side, you can even stay on the beach side and there's some rocks there and you'll see some stuff there, but it's great because it's an easy swim. It's not very far to get to the wall. It's like real short swim. Like even if you're a poor swimmer, wear like some kind of floaty, take a noodle, something, and you'll be able to get across there. And then you can stand up if you want to, but watch where you're standing because I have seen scorpion fish there, but that's rare. You probably won't step on one. Anyway, and then for you that likes to snorkel more, you can go through the wall. Okay. I've been there twice. Didn't know that the first time. Second time we were there and we were all like kitted up to snorkel, but there were some divers there that did dive tours and stuff, I think. And they were like, oh, you must be here to dive. And we're like, no, we're just snorkeling. And they were like, oh, you got to go through the wall. Well, we went through the wall and basically we described it like going through the wardrobe into Narnia because it's a beautiful reef on the other side of that wall. Just awesome. Lettuce corals, sea fans. They've got a lot of coral restoration going on there. Amazing. It is a little bit choppy, but not bad. Not like hazardous choppy if you're a comfortable swimmer. So your partner may not want to go through there, or use a little caution. Make sure you stay with them to make sure they're okay, and then they don't have to go back through. But it is phenomenal. We saw a ton of.
We have a lot more to get through
sorry.
in limited time. Okay, sorry. Are you going on the January 29th Vloggers Cruise on the NCL Breakaway? We are not.
We are not. Our group cruise is on March 23rd. It was supposed to be on
Oh, okay. Well, that was the next question.
February 23rd, which was too close to that. It got pushed off because our group cruise got commandeered by a nude cruise
Yeah.
on the Carnival Pride. So we had to push ours back to March.
So our group cruise is leaving out of Tampa on the Carnival Pride, going to Grand Cayman, Roatan, Belize, and Cozumel, March 12th through 19th, 2023.
It's going to be awesome.
It is.
But the Vloggers Cruise is going to be epic. There's a lot of really cool people that are going to be on there. However, we're going to have some really cool people on our cruise too. And stay tuned for that. We may have some extra really cool people. I mean, everybody's extra really cool, but
In
some surprise people may be on there.
In Curacao, you are guaranteed to swim with wild turtles at Play Piscado.
Okay.
I don't know how the rest of the snorkeling is there, but we had a great time with the turtles.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah. So that's another thing. So if depending on what experience you're looking for in snorkeling, like there may be different options for you. For us, we're looking for that kind of usually looking for that kind of naturalistic experience, but we love to see sea turtles. So that would definitely be something that we would do, is to snorkel someplace just to see sea turtles. But typically where you see sea turtles, depending on the species, it's normally greens. It's going to be a seagrass area, which is great. And there's a lot of cool stuff there, but you're not going to get the diversity of fish. So you kind of are weighing out turtles versus a big, huge biodiversity of coral and fish, which is a pretty even thing to weigh out. I would put my time in both of those things, but just be aware of that. There is a chance you could see a sea turtle on the coral area, but you're not as likely to see that. And if you do, it'll probably be one where some of these places you could see a bunch of sea turtles and spend a lot of time getting closer to them.
Matt, John from J&N Travelers is curious what snorkeling plans you have for October.
So
we don't have plans yet.
We don't. So our group cruise in October, we do have a lot of people going on there. Not everyone that's going on that cruise is a snorkeler or diver. We do have some divers on there. We do have some snorkelers on there, but not everybody is into that. And because it's our group cruise, we want to vary what we're doing at the ports a little bit. I do think that we are going to dive. I know we're going to dive at least one port, and we will probably snorkel at least one port on top of that. So my guess, and I don't know that this is the way it's going to fall, my guess is that we may dive in Cozumel and that we may snorkel in Roatan. But
no. He said in October.
Oh, I'm thinking of March. October. Oh, October.
That's why I said we don't have anything planned for October
we don't.
yet.
Well, we know that we're going to try and dive in Bonaire.
Okay.
In the October group cruise, we are definitely going to try and dive in Bonaire. We will be in the water in Bonaire 100%. We may snorkel there, but if we can scuba, we will scuba for sure. Because Bonaire is like the scuba capital of the Caribbean. And then I don't know, because we're going to Aruba and then Dominican Republic, 2 stops, right? So Aruba, I would really like to get in the water in Aruba and snorkel. I don't know. We're kind of waiting to see what other people are doing, because we do really want to hang out with the other people there. But we have done some cool snorkel excursions in Aruba. And then in Dominican Republic, we probably won't be snorkeling or diving because the options are usually more limited. However, my best reef experience was in Dominican Republic, so we'll have to see. But I think that's probably where we're going to focus more on hanging out with the people. But yeah, it's still a little bit of a mystery.
Larry wants to know, he likes to use a snorkeling vest. Where can you buy one? He means the inflatable kind.
Yeah, so a snorkeling vest, for those of you that don't know, it is an inflatable vest. You wear it, the typical one, you wear it over your neck, and then it's got a strap that goes around the waist. It's got a strap that comes up under the crotch, and then it has an inflator. You can manually inflate it, and then you can let that air out so that you have the ability to go underwater if you choose to do that. Larry, most snorkeling excursions are going to not only provide a snorkeling vest, but insist much to my chagrin, that you wear one. However, if you want to purchase your own, any good reputable dive shop will have them. You can get them, I'm sure, on like Amazon, or if you go to like Divers Direct has a website. I don't know how that shipping to Canada does. Also, what's the other big dive shop that is online?
Diver Supply.
Diver Supply will have them.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty standard for the most part. A snorkel vest is a snorkel vest. There is one exception to that, which Scuba Pro makes. So of course it's like quite a bit more expensive. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's like got a neoprene back. It fits much more snugly and it looks more comfortable. But I don't know. I've almost bought one of those just so I could wear it when I have to wear a snorkel vest. But I don't know that the snorkeling excursions would let me wear that in place of their snorkel vest. So I've not spent the money because they're like $80. And I personally, if I don't have to wear a snorkeling vest, I won't. I don't like snorkeling vests because I don't like to be on the surface. But for people that do like to be on the surface, snorkeling vests are really convenient and really good. And they're a good safety kind of gear.
2 more and then we've got to wrap up.
All right.
Mostly because I drank 48 ounces of water and I have to pee.
Okay, 2 more.
So one, Larry might join us on our group cruise, which is really awesome. I think
That'd
he
be
should.
great, Larry. Yeah.
And then we have how long or what classes do I need to take to get certified to dive during an excursion on a cruise? So for open water certification, you can usually do that pretty quick, like 3 weekends. I think that's what it was for me.
Yeah. Open water is your basic standard scuba diving license that you need to dive in most situations. That's all you need.
So
normally.
usually you do your pool session, and then you do 1, 2, 3, 4 like certification dives.
It's based on hours. Different dive shops or instructors will do different increments of time.
But I think there's 3 required dives and then the 4th is optional, but you have to at least go through kind of the things that you do in the pool. You have to make sure that you're able to do those like
skills. They call them skills.
You have to actually be able to do those in a not pool location.
They're not hard though.
And then the deepest that you can go for open water is 60 feet. So you have to at least get to 60 feet. It is 60 feet.
I will tell you though that I have dove with people with open water
right
to 80 feet.
But that is what the certification is for. So you have to at least hit 60 feet during one of those certification dives. So you can usually do that in a weekend. When I did it, I had a pool session one day, and then the next weekend I did 2 dives during a drift dive, and then my last one was the next weekend. I did 1 day of a couple dives where I went down to that 60 feet, and then I was certified.
Figure though 2 to 3 weeks, and figure a couple nights in the classroom or pool setting, and then like a weekend or 2 doing your open water skills test and getting your dives in is standard for that. There is also an option in a lot of places where you can do beginner scuba, where you don't have to be certified, and they will basically take you with dive masters. You'll be limited on what you can do and how deep you can go, and a lot of it will be. I don't not recommend that, but if you're interested in diving and get certified ahead of time, I would recommend that over that. Those are great for somebody that wants to try out scuba, but keep in mind that the first time you dive, it's going to be a little awkward. You're getting used to everything. So if that's your excursion, you're not necessarily going to get the most out of it, but you will get to really thoroughly experience scuba and know if you like it or not. So in that case, in that way, it's a really cool thing. But yeah, I highly recommend scuba diving. It is an amazing experience, and it's really cool.
All right, it's time.
All right, we're going to sign off. We're going to go head over to the Down Under Cruises, and we will catch you guys there, perhaps in the chat. Thank you so much for helping us celebrate Meg's birthday and just hanging out with us tonight. And we usually do this podcast every Friday, typically every Friday, at around 8:30 used to be 9, but it's been 8:30 so that we can finish, so we can go over to Down Under Cruisers because we love those guys. And then the audio podcast comes out.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry to rush off. Water.
All right. Thanks
Bye.
again. Good night, everybody.